Okay, guys, make sure you hit the like button now because it's gonna get juicy. We are going to talk about The Last of Us Season 2. If any of you are new here, you know how I feel about The Last of Us Part 2. The story, obviously didn't agree with it. But today I watched the first 2 episodes of Season 2. That episode 2 with the hordes coming in, the cinematography, that bit was very exciting. Even the way Ellie fell into that building, the zombies that basically they actually are quite clever and they plan. That was an unbelievable scene. Runners, that's it. Just to let you know, I'm going to be talking about episode 1 and 2. Okay, so spoiler warning for Last of Us episode 1 and 2. I think Dina's a really good character choice. I think she's good. I think Jesse's pretty good as well. Now, I thought there was a lot of emotion. I bawled my eyes out over end of episode 1, episode 2. They created that emotion, and obviously I think it's because of the game. It literally felt like it was reminding me of how I felt on the game and how upset I was. There is a lot of negatives in this flipping series. Now, I'm just going to come out and say it. Why is every man in this series or in this season a biatch? Why are they so soft? Why have they got no voice? Joel, first of all, is weak. And every main woman, including Ellie, which we're going to come to, why is every woman just talking down to men? Tommy's wife, she's so annoying when Dina and Ellie are talking about what happens after those events. Tommy says something and then she basically says she disagrees with him in front of everyone. It's like, first of all, that's supposed to be your husband. You're supposed to back him up, yeah? I know she's the leader, but I just don't, it's ridiculous. Every man is just such a softie. Even Jesse from the game finds out Ellie's kissed Dina. You would be pissed. If you love Dina, you would be pissed. And he just brushes it aside. What I didn't like with Tommy's wife as well, her and Joel are talking about bringing in refugees. And he's so correct. He's talking about how we can't bring in any more people. We need to look after our own. He can't make enough buildings. He can't make enough homes. And she's like, you were a refugee. I'm Tommy's brother. Who own, you both own or run the town. I'm not just any refugee. I'm family, first of all. Ellie is the most dislikable character in this season. I freaking hate her. I cannot stand Ellie, and I don't understand why they've made her so unlikable, because she's someone who has to lead the show. I was watching it for Joel. Joel is the main character. Cool. Once again, I don't understand why it feels like these little kids, they just don't listen. Jesse's telling them what to do, and Dina and Ellie are taking the piss out of him. They're mocking him, and he's like, be serious. So it's like they always do what they want. They went on patrol and they said, if anything happens on patrol, you come back straight away. She just looks at it as a joke. That massive bear that was killed, there's a guy with them. There's a woman and a guy, a full grown ass guy. And they're like, we need to go back. And Ellie's like, nah, we'll do what we want. And the guy's he doesn't say nothing. The male, he's a adult. He's a male. He doesn't say anything. The woman says something and he doesn't say anything. He's, we'll give it 10 minutes. And not to mention the first episode, because I'm going to go back and forth. The first episode, Ellie's fighting that guy, practice fighting. She beats a full-grown dude. I cannot take her seriously. I can't take her seriously. How did she beat a full-grown ass man in a fight? He's like 6 foot and she gets him in between his legs and she managed. There's no way. It's just so comical. She's the worst casting. I can't get past it. I can't get past. She is the worst casting. If I didn't know already, am I insecure? No. See, this is what I mean. Why do I'm not insecure. That's got nothing to do with it. It's about realism. And I don't understand. Cannot get past the fact that she is the worst actress to portray Ellie. And what I see online, and this is what I think is just so stupid, and I think it's disgusting as well. Every time someone says, oh, you just don't like her because she's not good looking. Oh, because she's not, you know what, you don't fancy her. And it's like, that's got nothing to do with it. That has got nothing, and it's quite disgusting because she's a kid anyway. It's not about her being good looking like Dina. She looks just like the actress from the game. Worst casting for this, and I can't get past it. And she's just so dislikable, guys. Joel is so soft. He's so soft. And we're going to come to the golf lesson. You're in a post-apocalyptic world and you go in therapy. I don't know about you guys. I think everyone needs therapy in a post-apocalyptic world, but he's just so weak. To be fair, in season 1, he wasn't like the game Joel. He wasn't like the game Joel because in the first season, he was quite soft. In the game, Joel was another level of authoritative to Ellie. He was like, you're going to listen to me. I don't like what they've done with Joel. They've just made him such a wimp, man. It is ridiculous. How did he survive 20 years? years. They've made some changes. Neil Druckmann, he will never admit when the writing was bad. And every time I try to say how some of the writing in The Last of Us Part 2 was terrible, they seem to have changed it. They've made some positive changes in the season, because in the game, it made no sense. Instead of Joel being with Tommy when they get caught by Abby's camp, he's actually with Dina, which was so much better. That was so much better because it made no sense in the game where he just gave out his name. Dina screamed out Joel's name, so she realized that was Joel, so he didn't give up his name, which in the game is so stupid. And people are like, no, he's soft now. That was stupid, but they changed it. Abby, yeah, looks like Ellie. That Abby would have been a really good Ellie. She doesn't seem menacing, guys. Does not seem menacing. She's so slim and slender. And like I said, every man is so weak. What's his name? Her partner. I've forgotten his name in the game. What's his name? He tries to reason with her. Everyone is so scared. They try to make her camp, and they have tried to make her have some backstory with Abby, which is a little bit better, so you actually understand why she's going to do what she does. Owen, that's the one. Owen. This is the most stupidest bit. So Joel, he gets caught. She tries to get him to explain what he did, and she basically says there's no excuse to what you did. It's like, how could you do that? And by the way, he could have said, by the way, your dad was going to kill a 14-year-old girl, and she was so special to me. I lost the daughter all those years ago, and that girl he was going to kill, even if it's for a potential cure, that is my daughter now, and I had to protect her, and I didn't have a choice. So your father was going to kill her, and you're telling me I don't have a reasoning? Why doesn't he say anything? Why doesn't he say it? It's pathetic. I couldn't understand it. At least say something. At least say something, Joel. Nope. Nope. No, I'm going to let her do her monologue, even though he interrupts her. Overall, I don't know what people are thinking who haven't played the games. I know he knew his fate, but you would at least explain yourself. Why wouldn't you? And by the way, the intergalactic girl, I don't get why in the first scene she's got hair, and then you're going out in the cold and then you shave your head. When I used to shave my head in the winter, oh my gosh, by the way, it was freezing. My head was so cold. And you know what? I felt like Ellie was just she was just like a typical, she was so unlikable, so unlikable. But I don't want to watch it after that, because I'm like, what? Like, is Ellie going to really hold the show? Is Abby going to really hold the show? I don't think so. For me, it was just, it was ridiculous. And you know what was funny? I was on my Instagram the other day, and this girl that, some randomer that I had on my thing, she obviously doesn't game, and she goes, just watch the episode 2 of The Last of Us. It's just ruined my week. I hate this. I was like, well, that's someone who doesn't play games, and now she's pissed. Ellie was the worst casting. But overall, I thought the cinematics were amazing. Tommy's cool. I like Tommy. I don't think they're going to change the ending, because I feel like normal people watching this are going to be so pissed. All I see is propaganda in there.